from taking care of the kids all day or working a 12-hour shift, well, I have a simple and easy spaghetti recipe for any busy adult. It only consists of 3 easy steps. The first step would be gathering all your ingredients. The second step would be cooking the pasta, the meat, and the sauce. The third step would be draining the pasta and mixing everything together and making your plate. So I will start my first step, and I will gather my ingredients plus my pot and my pan. My first ingredient is spaghetti, of course. Spaghetti sauce, my ground beef, some salt, some olive oil. And then we have a pot for my noodles and a pan for the sauce and the meat. Now that I have all my ingredients, I'm gonna go over here and wash my hands. With hot water, I'm going to wash my hands for 20 seconds. Make sure you get the wrists and between your fingers and underneath your nose. Now that my hands are cleaned and washed, I'm going to take my pot and fill it up with water. Now that I have water, I'm going to put it back on the burner. Put it at about 5. Add salt. Salt is important because it speeds up the boiling process. And now that we have all our ingredients set up, we can move on to the second step, which is cooking the pasta, the meat, and the sauce. So once your water has been boiling for about 20 minutes, you can go ahead and add about a handful of pasta. I like to break mine in half because it kind of makes more pasta. I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. While the pasta is boiling, we're going to make our meat and our sauce. So I'm going to take my ground beef, add it into the pan, and then pour my pasta sauce with it. And then I'm just going to stir the meat and the sauce until it's all evenly cooked. Everything's evenly integrated with each other. And probably just keep stirring and watching it for about 10 minutes. Now that we have cooked our pasta, our meat, and our sauce, we're going to move on to the third step, which is draining our pasta, mixing everything together, and making a plate. So I have my strainer for my noodles. I'm going to put the strainer on top of my pan like so, top of my pot like so. Come over to the sink and pour it out just like this. Come back to the stove. Now that my noodles are drained, I'm going to add olive oil. Olive oil is to keep the noodles from sticking. Stir up the noodles to get the olive oil all over the noodles. Okay, now that I have my pasta cooked and my meat and my sauce cooked, I'm going to add the sauce and the meat into the noodles. And then stir everything up, making sure that the pasta gets evenly coated with the sauce. grab our plate, spoon up some pasta. And there we go. In conclusion, I have showed you how to make a very easy and simple spaghetti recipe by using 3 steps. The first step was to gather all our ingredients plus the pot and the pan. The second step was to cook the pasta sauce, and cook the meat. And the third step was to drain the noodles, mix everything together, and make our plate. So now you can enjoy your hot plate of spaghetti and enjoy the night.